Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome to the summer of vehicles and playsets. And to start off, let's talk motorcycles.
There have been quite a few in G.I. Joe. Iconic ones like the Ram, ones that fall apart if you look at them funny, and whatever the hell that dreadnought thing was.
Today, we're looking at a Cobra one.
So meet the Venom cycle. This vehicle was released in 2003 with all original parts, and it's quite nice. It's got a sidecar like most motorcycles in the G.I. Joe line. There's a good reason for that, as it makes the vehicle completely stable. Still, if you want to be a masochist, you can separate the two and try to balance the bike itself with a figure on it. You will not have a great time with most of them. The bike itself is a nice fat hog, especially compared to previous ones, and looks like it's got power behind it. With the sidecar attached, it definitely looks menacing.
Speaking of the look,
it's got a great snake motif with the red paint and a missile shaped like a cobra. Usually I dislike missile launchers that really fire, but this one looks good and not oversized. The whole color scheme is nice and subdued too.
the detailing is pretty great.
You've got the suspension, headlights, the engine, the chain, seating, and the aforementioned missile launcher. Which looks good on its own, but the Cobra missile really makes it. Pre-applied decals are sparse, but you've got Cobra logos and a targeting display. Plus, it has a license plate. That's a cool little touch that Cobra have their own DMV. They truly are evil.
Now, let's talk play value.
The wheels move so it can roll, but they won't turn. There's a kickstand that's useful if the bike is on its own. The rocket launcher can move side to side, 360 degrees when the car is free, but can't move up or down. The antenna can move a little over 180 degrees, and the side handle on the launcher also rotates. The gun on the side detaches, and you can plug in any sound attack weapon of the time. That goes for the slots on the bike too.
Oh, I should mention there's actually two versions of this toy.
Well, 3 if you count the red one, but 2 that are nearly identical. The Spy Troops version, which has the sound attack gimmick, and the Valor vs. Venom one, which has all that bullcrap taken out. So I have to thank Hasbro for once for being cheap, as I don't like the sound stuff.
We're not done yet though, as this toy is more than meets the eye.
Just not in the Transformer sense. No, for this we have to look to Mask, where the vehicles turn into slightly different vehicles.
You see, the sidecar can change into something else.
You pull down the front panel, fold the wheel under the car, and pull down the side panel. That gives you a rocket launching station, kind of. I'd say it looks like a very cheap ASP, but since the launcher can't elevate, it isn't even that. Still, it's there if you want it. Doesn't compare to the Mask bike with sidecar though. That launched a submarine! Hey, do you think they called this the Venom cycle because it's Masky and Venom was the name of the bad guys in that line?
Food for thought.
Lastly, let's talk about the driver, as the vehicle did come with one. Yeah, Hasbro had gotten good at adding figures to even small vehicles in the early 2000s. And in this case, it's a Viper.
Okay, but why?
Don't get me wrong, I really like Vipers, y'all know I love me some army builders, but why a Viper for this? A motorcycle!
Because I have the feeling there was a better option available at the time.
Yeah, meet Cobra Coils. This figure was also released in 2003. 3 frickin' times in fact, in 3 color schemes. This guy has a motorcycle helmet. He's wearing a motorcycle suit. So of course this motorcycle guy came with whatever the hell the Cobra Threadfire is supposed to be, or a Joe figure.
Was there a miscommunication at Hasbro?
Did the wrong figure get assigned to the wrong vehicle?
'Cause this makes no sense.
So what I do is have a Coils be the driver and the Viper in the gunner seat. Problem solved. And that was the Venom cycle. A cool little toy that looks great. Normally there would be a character section, you know, but there really isn't anything to tell. There's no card or box art, and the back of the packaging only says it can hold not 1 but 2 figures. Wow, what a wealth of information we are blessed with here.
Almost makes me not want to do the file card gag. Almost. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing.